All right, sis. So today I want to talk to you about 3 signs you may be buying a man's love. Now, this is actually more common than you think, especially in our sisterhood community with us black women. I know they think that we're all just like gold diggers, but that's not true for a lot of us. And if you're new around here, my name is Destiny. I'm an identity and purpose coach. My job is to help you love God, love yourself, so that you can go into the world and love others through the purpose God has predestined for you. Now, let's get into it. Before I hop into my first point, I just want to say that this is a safe place for women to come and learn and to grow. We're not all going to get it right. We're not all perfect. If it's not you, cool. But sometimes people are struggling with things in silence that you don't know about. When you are a woman that has emotional wounds and you have unmet needs, sometimes you do things from that place of brokenness that you wouldn't do if you were healed, or you wouldn't do if you had the knowledge. So this channel is all about helping women grow and learn and, like I said, love themselves, grow in their identity so that they can go into the world and love others and fulfill their purpose and be successful. So if you're not here to uplift and love on other women, don't comment. Just keep scrolling, please and thank you. So, point number one, the first sign that you may be buying a man's love is that you feel the need to overcompensate. You go out of your way to do the most for this man. Like, things that are not even reciprocated back to you. Like, you just overcompensate. You feel the need to have to prove yourself, to prove that you're a good woman, to prove that you're loyal, to prove that you're a ride or die. You're always going out of your way to please him at the expense of your own well being, because you don't truly believe as a woman that you're enough. And when you have low self esteem, you believe your value in relationships is tied to what you do and what you can provide, right? So, this is how women end up in relationships with men that you believe your value is tied to what you can offer and what you can do versus who you are as a person. Sis, you are enough. You just being you is enough. You want somebody who likes you for who you are at your core. You want somebody to like you for who you are with your spirit, with your being. You don't want to have to perform or impress somebody or buy somebody's love, because what happens when you can't afford it? So, the second sign that you may be buying a man's love is you financially support him. You take care of him like a child. Like, you pay all his bills, his rent, all of his expenses. You're going out of your way to buy him PlayStations and shoes and all this extra stuff that he doesn't even need. And all he thinks that he has to bring to the table is just great sex. Can we really talk about it? Like, as women, we have to heal. We have to do better because we're accepting the bare minimum from these men. But when you have an abandonment wound, when you're afraid of rejection, when you are afraid of someone leaving you, you will buy them gifts in exchange for them to stay. You're basically telling them, please don't leave me. Please stay. I'll give you whatever it is that you want, because you don't think that you yourself is enough. I can't stress this enough. You're enough. You matter. You're important. You're an amazing person to be around. You are an experience all by yourself. You don't have to give a man anything. You don't have to do anything for a man that's extra outside of what you're capable of doing to make that man love you. If you don't think I'm just a dope woman to be around, if you don't like my spirit, if you don't like my heart, if you don't like the way I carry myself, if our values don't align, if our thinking don't align, if our belief system don't align, then you don't need to be here. Because one thing I'm not going to do is spend my life trying to prove to you that I'm lovable when I know that I'm lovable. See, the cure to healing your abandonment wound is to know that, one, you are enough, and to know, two, that you are loved. You have to begin to pour back into you as a woman and stop looking for things on the outside to make you feel fulfilled on the inside. And my third point would be excessive gift giving beyond what is typical or beyond what is reciprocated. Listen, when you have an insecure attachment style, you will use material goods as a way to create a sense of safety and security in a relationship. And the last one, you'll become over sexualized. You will become so sexual. You will become so seductive. You will literally become that man's personal porn star to keep him around. You will do whatever he wants you to do, whenever he wants you to do it, however he wants you to do it, because you want to earn his love through sex. Sex is not in exchange for love. It is not. And until you understand that if a person's gonna love you, they gonna love you. Listen, you becoming that man's personal porn star is not going to get that man to love you or value you more. You will just become the fun girl. That's it. The woman that's willing to do anything for him. And he still don't value you the way that you want him to. And he still don't love you the way that you want him to. And this is why as women we get mad, because we feel played, because it's really manipulation, because you don't love yourself to the extent that you're supposed to love yourself. You get mad because you try to manipulate your way into a man's heart by sleeping with him, by buying him, and by giving him the things that he wants. And when you don't get the outcome that you want, you become bitter, you become angry, and you become upset. When the real problem is you. You're allowing people to take advantage of you because you don't want to do the work and you don't want to work on you. Sis, we got to heal. Going into 2025, we have to heal. Why? Because healing is sexy.